Good morning everyone. Class 7 Science Unit 1. Can you all think how do we see things? So, you might be thinking because we are having eyes so we can see all around us. But in science the answer differs, and the answer for this is that we are able to see as light gets reflected from the object which reaches to our eyes. From this, you all would have understood that today's topic is reflection of light. Light reflection. So, the definition of the reflection is when light falls on a shiny surface, it bounces back. This phenomenon is called reflection, and this ray of light bounces off just like a ball bounces on the ground. We can see everything because rays of light from the sun strikes these objects and gets reflected and makes us possible to see clearly. In reflection, there are two important rays, incident rays and reflected rays. Incident rays are the ray of light that falls on a surface, and reflected rays are the ray of light that is sent back from the surface. Let us learn reflection of light in more details. In reflection of light, many important terms are used, which we will learn by this figure. In this figure, a plane reflecting surface is taken and a normal line is drawn perpendicular to the surface. A ray of light PO that strikes the surface is called incident ray, and the ray of light that is OQ bouncing back from the reflecting surface is called reflected ray. Now you all can see that there are two angles are formed. So these angles are angle of incidence and angle of reflections. So angle of incidence are formed between the incident ray and the normal, and it is denoted by I. And angle of reflection is formed between the normal and OQ, that is reflected ray, and it is denoted by R. Next we will see laws of reflection. There are two important laws of reflection. The first one is the angle of incidence equals the angle of reflection, and the second one, the incident ray, the reflected ray and the normal are all lie in the same plane. From the laws of reflections, we will get laws of numericals problem, and the numericals problem will be like this. You may be asked to find out one of the angles given in the figure. For example, in the figure, the incident ray makes 27 degree with the normal. Then find the angle of reflection. So from these questions, you comes to know that angle found between the incident ray and normal is angle of incidence, and it is given 27 degree. So now from the laws of reflection, you comes to know that angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. So here also the angle of incidence, that is 27 degree, is equal to the angle of reflection. So angle of reflection is 27 degree. Example 2. A light ray strikes a reflecting plane surface at an angle of 43 degree with the plane surface. Find the angle of incidence, find the angle of reflection, find the angle between the incident and the reflected ray, find the angle between the reflected ray and the plane surface. We can solve this problem by this figure. Here it is asked to find the angle of incidence. We know the value of a normal line or a right angle, that is 90 degree. So angle of incidence can be found by subtracting it from the values of right angle, that is 90 minus 43 equal to 47. And the second question, that is find the angle of reflection. We know from the laws of reflection that is angle of reflection is equal to the angle of incidence. So the answer will be angle of reflection is 47 degree. The third question is to find the angle between the incident ray and the reflected ray. So here we can add both incident ray and the reflected ray. So the value is 47 plus 47, that is 94 degree. And the fourth question, that is to find out the angle between the reflected and the plane surface. So we know that x is equal to 90 minus r. How? 90 is the right angle and reflect that r is the reflected value, right? So 90 minus 47, that will be 43 degree. Next we will see beam of light. You would have come across different sources of light. For example, headlight of a car, sunlight, torches, etc. So, do you think these lights are just of a single ray? No, these lights are made of a bundle of rays. So, a group of light that comes from a source is called beam of light. And this beam of light contains three types of ray. They are parallel ray, convergent ray, divergent ray. In parallel ray, ray moves parallel to each other. For example, sunlight and headlight. In convergent ray, light ray from different sources focuses at a point. Such type of ray are called convergent ray. Examples, lenses. Divergent ray. Light ray starting from a point gets dispersed to all directions, and this type of ray are called divergent ray. For examples, candle. Till now we have seen about the reflection of light. Now we will learn whether the materials allow the light to pass through or not. Tell me, you can see through a clear window glass, right? But can you see through the wall or a wooden box? No, right? Why? Let me tell you, because there are materials which do not allow light to pass through it. So, based on the permeability of the material, it is categorized into three types, and they are transparent material, translucent material and opaque material. So, transparent material are the one that allow nearly all light to pass through. For example, clear window glass. Translucent material. They are the material that allow some or little light to pass through it. Example, frosted glass, tissue paper. Opaque. These are the materials do not allow any light to pass through. Examples, wooden and metal. So the last one is shadow. These are the dark images on a surface that is caused by something that blocks the light from the sun. Let us have a small recap about what we have learned today. So, today we learned about reflection of light, laws of reflection, beam of light and its type. And the last one is types of material. So, your homework is to learn each and everything, and the most important is laws of reflection. So, for today class, I am binding it. So, thank you.